Hello my friends, I was going to sleep but I just can't. I need to film this video because bunch of files were released, yes, Epstein files, and lots of dimensions of Donald Trump. There is the website, Official Information Department of Justice of the United States of America, and even to access those files you should be over 18 years old. Let's say we are over 18 years old, but even some of those documents I cannot openly state here because they're just obnoxiously crazy dark. But what I did for the brief analysis, I downloaded the file and sent it to the ChatGPT asking for the information about Donald Trump. That is what I'm personally interested about. Okay, it analyzed the document and there were accusations for Donald Trump, but actually what DOJ released is not the proved information, like not confirmed by investigation or something. So many are second-hand or anonymous accusations, many have no follow-up outcome shown, at least one major claim is explicitly deemed not credible. And if we go here, complaint was spoken to and deemed not credible, additional research shows three separate. What? So criminal history here, everything is freaking blank. Everything, all the criminal history, and this is crucial for investigation. Just for you to understand, we are speaking about minors, 13, 14 years old, who allegedly beat President Donald Trump while performing an oral Sierra Echo X-ray. But still, it's like there is no evidence. No evidence, just accusations, and those PDF files give us just that information. So it could be real, it could be not real. So far from the document I presented you, we don't know, right? Because it is redacted. Exactly, that's the honest, technically correct conclusion. Allegations were reported, they were logged, we don't see what investigators found, because everything is being redacted. Yeah, over here even freaking ChatGPT says we don't know yet because the truth is what is still redacted. So they released those bombshells, I would say, yeah, definitely, as for the current DOJ and the White House administration, with lots of the names Trump, elsewhere. It's the bomb. But still the crucial information is hidden away from us, and what gives us more clues are the original emails from Epstein and to Epstein box. There's lots of the information about Elon Musk, how he definitely tried to get to the island multiple of the times. Once he failed to do so because Jeffrey Epstein was quite busy. So it's not that Elon Musk refused to fly there, as he mentioned before in one of his interviews. It's Jeffrey Epstein said to him no, but actually he flown there, and it is also evident from the mails. Hi Jeff, I was thinking of flying down for an epic vacation. Someone told me you were planning a party, girls, FTW. I clear my calendar. What are the details? Thank you, good sir. Also, there were tons of different messages from Elon, and being this Delulu guy, he said about everything openly. Bill Gates got some of the sexual transmitted disease from the Russian girls, as was mentioned in one of the documents. Tons and tons of those files are being released, guys. I need some time to analyze it. I actually was streaming and we reviewed with the guys everything on the stream, all of those documents more precisely. Here I'm telling you this general picture that still we don't have this like robust evidence, but it seems like all of the so-called deep state, but it seems like it is real, yeah? I mean, all of those powerful people, elite politicians, after all, you may call those any names, yeah, just elite masons of deep state whatsoever, they did those crazy stuff and that island. And they're trying to get away. Epstein, the main guy, somehow unalived himself. Yeah, that's the real thing. Ghislaine Maxwell, she is spending her, I would say, good time, because since Donald Trump was elected, he moved her to kind of the nice prison, which you can partially even call a prison. It's more like a summer camp. And we have so many powerful people involved into this ugliest shit possible, that why there is no investigation? Well, maybe I just answered you, because powerful people involved from both of the sides, Democrats, Republicans, everyone is out there. The entire elite, the current White House administration together with Donnie himself. Again, let's go to the Epstein library. Just put the name Trump here, I just typed it, and go to search. 5,362 results. 5,362 results of those files which were published. It's like tons and tons of the pages. Fifths, sevenths. I don't know. If I go to last, it's glitching. So there are number of the pages and 5,300 or something mentions of Donald Trump. This is crazy, guys. And this information is still partially released. The files are being redacted. I wonder, by the way, if they put those black rectangulars, if Trump is still searchable for those exact files which were censored. To Twitter now, and it is all like that. Epstein files, yeah, some of the videos, Epstein files, some of the videos, Epstein files, Epstein, where are you? Are you okay? I love the torture video. That is what being released, like lots of the mails. The mails gives us more information. So what did those guys do? Like this Bongino, or before him or after him? Absolutely nothing. Guys, there's so much disgusting shit. I cannot even say it here, like on any platform. And the files, they contain even, how to say it properly, even cannibal things. Just imagine. This is beyond anything. This is the darkest shit I have ever seen. Yeah, there is no like 100% freaking evidence, but why there is nothing, like no real investigation, and why there is so much conspiracy around it, why they're trying to hide everything so hard that it is the most important thing in their lives, in the lives of the guys like Donald Trump, for example. Yeah, why he was against the release even of the redacted documents that we obtain right now. By the way, the OJ releases those in violation with the law, because they should have released according to voted and signed by Donald Trump himself document about the Transparency Act more than a month ago. They should have published those, but no, little by little, we need to think what to cut, what to redact. But even in this form, this is outrageous, guys. And I wonder how society might react on that. First of all, American society, of course. I'm not American, I'm far from there, and thanks God. By the way, I don't believe in God, but anyways, here, wow. Guys in America, you have a problem, not just with Donnie. He is the biggest problem, it's understandable, but your entire freaking system, your entire elite took part in that. It's already understandable. Yeah. There is no like 100% evidence yet been published, but all of those emails, all of those surnames, it's not happening just like that because someone typed something. It's not a hoax. It's the real thing. The human trafficking, minors trafficking for every sort of the need. Sexual need, first of all, and as I told you, those stories, they're just so outrageous and so dark that I cannot comprehend that to happen in real life. Yet the thing that elite, powerful people, they were doing it, they're unhinged. They cannot control themselves. They're like those very dark thinking, almost animal-like. Nothing is humane out there, it seems like. If it is all truth, it is like that. We live in this dystopian world controlled by freaking bastards. Again, it doesn't matter left and right, those are just pure freaking demons. They allow themselves to do what they've done, and they're okay with that. They're happy, and they want to cover that up as hard as they can, as hard as possible, but they did it so much, they did it so violently that it's impossible to hide it in a 21st century, and we partially, little by little, obtain those files. Part of this information, part of that information, and they also look at our reaction, if we can swallow it and just be happy. And there are lots of the people who would say, oh, it's hoax, everything of that is just useless accusations, it's the fight for political points, it's all Democrats or all Republicans. So they would understand, I mean, this political elite will understand that they can openly almost do the same stuff again, again, and again. Yeah, somehow Elon's surname is all the way in those emails. Hello, Mary Beth. I have now sent you a copy of all three girls' passports. Sorry, it's upside down, but I figure you print. Jeffrey will have his ID with him. Thank you, Leslie, assistant to Jeffrey Epstein. Is it the human trafficking where Elon Musk is involved? And maybe Elon Musk knew something, then he posted that Donald Trump is in the Epstein list because he is there himself. Maybe, at least with all of those emails, we have this kind of clue. Why don't we have the names? Well, maybe because it's the victim saying here, emailing, it's the message, official one, email. So the main question is why there is no general freaking investigation. Yeah, I already asked that question, and that question goes to nowhere, guys. This is just unbelievable what is happening. Unhinged completely. This world is so cruel, and those leaders who have the power, they use it for very, very dark things, and it's awful. It's like a bad dream or bad trip or something if you really think about it from the perspective of the victims, and like from any sort of the perspective, it is so bad. And you see, then people, they have this power, money, they have everything, they try to please themselves with those kind of the animal-like things. They're getting addicted to the drugs, they're getting addicted to something new in sex, but they try something else, experiment, and they're going to very, very dark things. Just because their dopamine receptors are getting used to the normal things, yeah? I would compare it to the porn addiction. Then people watch porn like every day, they fap every day. They are no longer satisfied with the standard things, yeah, that is used by nature to reproduce. So if you are doing reproduction thing, you have this dopamine natural one. But if you do it very often, you get used to it and you require hard dopamine. And for that, people experiment with something really, really dark because it brings them like this crazy satisfaction. Then they release the darkest part of themselves. We all have this dark part, yeah, me and you, but we control ourselves. After all, we're not animals. We have this cortex, but those guys in power, as I call, they're real devils. Devils means that the cortex is no longer working. They're not controlling themselves. They are fully releasing their dark part, and it is unhinged. It should not be like that in any sort of the system, any sort of the society. Yes, we are not animals. We are human beings. We should respect other lives, other people, and they are not respecting anything. Even a freaking law for them doesn't exist. Yeah, who is out there in a jail? As I told, just Ghislaine Maxwell, yeah, in this partial jail. But the rest, they're fine because they're elite, they have power and money. Whew, that's all what I want to say in this video, guys. Really frustrating topic to discuss, but I have to do it because it's damn important. And yeah, just my own perspective. See you around. Ciao.